Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is the finale, episode 12 of season 3, and it is called Mission Accomplished. Last episode, holy shit, Stringer Bell got shot dead by Omar and Brother Muzone. Probably my favourite episode of the entire series of the not just this season, but the entire Wire series thus far as a whole. That was incredible. I was hoping those two would team up. They did, which was awesome in and of itself, but the fact that they teamed up to kill Stringer Bell is just absolutely incredible. Legendary, epic stuff, and I fucking thoroughly enjoyed finally watching Stringer Bell die and D'Angelo in a small way be avenged. Obviously the other big thing from the last episode was, one, the detectives' shit they were working up to kinda just fell through on itself because they walked up to that one phone call from Stringer and now it means nothing because he's just been killed. So they're essentially back to square one. But the other thing is, just before he died, he gave Colvin that information about where Avon Barksdale is running this operation out of, this war. I just really hope that Avon doesn't get arrested after the fact due to Stringer Bell's information, like one final rat move from the grave by Stringer Bell. Some zombie rat. But yeah, to me, all bets are off now because I had Stringer set up as the primary antagonist almost in this show. And now, to me, there's a few people who could pop up as the primary antagonist, and it's going to be actually interesting to see what direction they choose to take it in. It could be Marlowe, it could be Avon becoming more and more power-hungry or evil now there's no Stringer there to make him focus on business and legitimacy. It could play out in so many different ways. They usually do wrap up like a significant portion of each season's story during the finale as well. Like the last two season finales had court hearings. So I don't know if this one's also going to end in people getting tried in a courtroom, but if it doesn't, it will be the first season which hasn't thus far. So some people might be getting arrested this episode, is my opinion. Also, this episode is called Mission Accomplished. Whose mission is that? Is that Avon's mission? Is Marlowe going to get shot? Is that Daniel's mission? Are the detectives actually going to get something significant even though Stringer's dead? Or is that just going to be Omar and Brother Muzone reflecting for an entire episode about how well they did in trapping, cornering and murdering that piece of shit Stringer Bell? Because I could watch several hours of that. It could have been a standalone film. Omar and Brother Muzone reflecting on a beach for 2 hours sipping cocktails while sharing stories of their past and also their enjoyment for murdering Stringer Bell. Yeah, all joking aside though, I can't wait to see how they wrap up what has been another absolutely excellent season. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is episode 12 of season 3, Mission Accomplished. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
How about the crime lab?
Get enough oxygen here. He's getting the full treatment, boss.
This guy will be fucking traumatized as well. First of all, he was getting brought there to get like threatened by Stringer in and of itself. Not only did he get shouted at and threatened by Stringer, then he saw a dude get shotgunned. It's the worst day of this guy's life for sure.
The other is a major player in Daniel's wiretap case. So a hit, drug related.
But a big time developer in the middle. What's the fit?
Doesn't Bunk know who Stringer Bell is from season 1 and shit? I thought Bunk knew of him intimately.
We were aware that Russell Bell was regarded as a major narcotic violator.
How do you think he made his money?
I didn't inquire.
You fucking knew.
I saw only the one of them. He was black. Big, I thought.
You thought Omar was big? Omar's quite a short dude. That's a terrible description. Rest in peace, Russell Bell. Is Bunk gonna figure out that this is Omar just off the shotgun casing? Oh, McNulty's sitting there all butthurt because he can't arrest him now. Trust me, McNulty, this is better for Stringer Bell in prison. But he's got that feeling of emptiness now that Freeman was talking about earlier in the season. You know, it's just another case, the cuffs go click, and then it's just you with yourself. And that's how he's feeling just now. It's all done. It's over. Just like that. Man's dead. You've been chasing him for 3 seasons. Dead. Done. What's next? He needs to find something in his life to make him happy other than this shit. Freeman was so right.
On the wire, I caught him. He doesn't fucking know it.
That's so funny that irks McNulty. Like, the guy's dead and all he's thinking is like, oh, fucking wish he knew how good of a police officer I was before he died. I had him like this. Yeah, you might have had him like that, but Omar and Brother Muzone had him like that, mate. You have been uno reversoed there. Pick up all the cards. It is quite funny though to see them all moping now that they don't have their target. It makes you question what their true intentions are, like as human beings first. Are they actually trying to make the world better and reduce evil? Because in their eyes, Stringer Bell was clearly a bad person, which is why they were tracking him so closely. Surely they should be happy in a day where someone like that is deceased, but they seem more pissed off that they couldn't make their case on it. I suppose you shouldn't wish death upon anyone, but I think we're all in agreement here when we are allowed to wish death upon Stringer Bell. There are exceptions to this rule.
Yeah. I know you love that. Ugh.
Oh, no way! He's catching back up with this lady. That would be so cool if these guys get together.
I'm proud of you, Dennis. Be well.
Ah, rejected again. Poor Dennis, man. He's clearly got eyes only for her as well. He's an old school romantic. I haven't seen him pay attention to any woman except her. Obviously, Bodie and them got him a woman at that strip club, but that was like more pushed upon him, do you know what I mean? If you only knew, Avon, I don't think you would be half as sad, bro. If you knew all the things that were going on in that dude's head before he died. Holy shit.
Yo, Slim, man. Just say the word. Say the motherfucking word.
This is all out warfare. I hope Brother Muzone and Omar are gonna be alright.
So B.
Think how isolated Avon will feel now, man. Like, as much as we hate Stringer, he was the only person he spoke to about what to do.
Oh, he gon' fall.
Marlo ain't got shit to do with it. Marlo couldn't get String like that. String died because of some other shit.
So Avon knows it was Brother Muzone, because obviously Brother Muzone visited him first and Avon told him where Stringer was. I guess it's because Avon knew that he was going to get shot if he didn't, which he would have been.
Fuck the politics for a minute. What if the man happens to be right?
Legalizing drugs.
Crime is down in his district, and people on that side of town, they're okay with it.
So Tommy did see the good in it. I like that he said, like, fuck the politics for a second there as well. It shows that he was truly not just thinking as a politician. He was like, hold on, this shit is working.
But no matter what, Colvin's little experiment is finished.
That is also true. Now the press know it's fucking all over regardless.
We were concentrating our resources on high-level traffickers. How would that play?
Well, if I could show off that kind of casework, yeah, maybe.
Nice. I'm liking that the mayor's trying to figure out a way to spin this positively. But also, it seems like that means the mayor and Tommy will sort of be on the same page. Won't that go against Tommy's whole game plan if he's trying to run against him for mayor?
That's the word on the wire anyway. Every mention puts it on Marlo Stanfield's crew, which means the war's gonna ratchet up, no question.
Everyone below Avon thinks it's Marlo. I suppose that's probably best for Avon for people to think that anyway. You don't want to start fucking with Brother Muzone. That brings in the whole nation of Islam, surely. Surely Brother Muzone is actually somewhat untouchable due to his connections with the nation. He'll be a very protected individual, I would imagine.
This is Stringer?
Is this Stringer's apartment they're in? It's a nice place. I'll take his katanas. As long as they're not them like cheap ones you buy in shops for like £100, $120. You want a real one.
What the fuck was I chasing?
Well, McNulty, you should have quite an insight into Stringer Bell being like a different dude than your typical street guy, because you were the one that were trailing him to the macroeconomics classes.
What's done is done.
Well, Omar took that relatively well. At least the dude's alive.
Gay-ass gangsters. Please.
Lamar's homophobia does emanate from him, like Brother Muzone said earlier when he was sending him into the gay clubs.
I took it for as long as I could.
Let's go, man.
What will Omar think about that? Like, he's not even that badly beaten up, and he gave them his location.
It being your town, I trust you to do it proper.
Is he giving him a pistol to kill Avon with? So is that Brother Mouzone out and then? So he was only in it to get back at Stringer, now Stringer's dead, that's it done, Omar's gonna go after Avon himself. Fuck, is that the end of Brother Mouzone? That's a shame. I love his character so much.
The man's there most of the time with a lot of muscle. Sawed-offs, semi-autos, Mac 11s. A whole lot of good shit if you hit it right.
That's a hell of a tip.
Fuck. So this bit of information Stringer Bell gave Colvin before he died is gonna come back and bite Avon on the ass posthumously from Stringer Bell. That's fucked up.
Patterson, he saw Ali whipping his ass.
He was his champ too.
Legendary boxing fight. Oh nice, his hands are getting a little bit faster there.
So that's why he wasn't taking any phones from my man Bernard, huh?
Stringer had his own phone, he just changed the number every time he changed the chip.
Yeah, Stringer Bell was more economic than these idiots throwing whole phones away. Just swap out the SIM card. It's a little Jedi technique not known to many clearly at this point. I know it was about 2006 still, but there is no excuse for that. Phones still had SIM cards back in 2006.
That's a Barksdale safe house.
Where'd you get this? Colvin.
Look at McNulty not giving away his secrets. And straight away Lester knew it was Colvin.
It's not enough to make up for Stringer.
It'll do for now.
McNulty is so butthurt Stringer got killed. Which is fine because he is essentially the yang to my yin because I am so happy that Stringer Bell got killed.
West Baltimore City Councilman Netta Perkins is going to have her hands full in next September's Democratic primary.
Oh, Ronnie hated seeing that shit. I mean, he's already explained to her he's just doing it for public perception. She shouldn't be mad about that shit.
You know Avon's gonna put it on you, right?
Shit, let him tag it on my jacket. Don't make me no never mind.
I'm thinking it might be what you call one of them good problems.
Marlowe should be careful even showing his face at that rim shop. A lot of people seem to know that's where Marlowe meets that guy. We've seen a few people there now. Proposition Joe, who is working with Avon, first of all. Well, that was an unexpected but entirely welcome scene swap there. That is not Kima's girlfriend, is it? I take it she's just decided to completely cheat on her girlfriend and newborn kid then. She has turned full McNulty. Don't get me wrong, the close-up scene of her licking the other woman's nipple was completely welcome and appreciated. Also, it's a shame to see from knowing her character point of view.
And if I remember, your boy, he had no love for the Barksdale people. Execution style, that don't play like Omar Little.
None of them know that it's Omar and Brother Mouzone. That's mad. You would have thought it would be instantly obvious that it was Omar due to the shotgun casings. No one else really rolls with a shotgun. Even all the street shootings we see, it's always pistols and Uzis and shit. It's never shotties. True say Marlowe's guy shotted Avon's guy through the car window actually. Some things truly never change. As long as there's a bunk in McNulty and a train track and a firm supply of alcohol, we will get scenes like this. This does so much foreshadow what Lester said earlier in the season to McNulty. Like, he just feels empty right now because Stringer's dead. He's been in a downer ever since Stringer died. That was his sole goal in life.
So, 6 out of 10 black officers think I'm just an asshole racist.
Fucking hell, really? 6 out of 10?
You can fight it and win if you want.
Failure to properly identify myself as a police officer.
Yeah, he should have 100% shouted police. It was just a basic error. You know what, I do hope Presbeluski in some way beats this because I've grown to like him over the last few seasons. His office work is good. He's got endearing qualities such as his OCD toward the notice board and things. But it does seem like it might be over for Presbeluski. Here's hoping Valchek pulls one out of the bag for him. As much as a twat as Valchek can be, he does have a bit of pull.
The source knew that Barksdale was shot last month, wounded in the shoulder.
Emergency room?
No hospital reports.
Yeah, he got patched up by a vet, didn't he? Every character in recent film and movie history gets patched up by a vet when they're wounded. If you've seen Breaking Bad, the same shit happens in that.
Bell was snitching out Barksdale? You're sure of this?
Well, maybe that explains the murder. What's in the wire?
Now they're going to assume it was Avon who had Stringer killed because he had contacted the police.
If he's as cautious as Stringer, maybe not.
My guess is Barksdale never touches his cell phone.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Avon on her phone since he's came out of jail, actually.
We get a warrant for that safe house and wait on him there.
Ah, fuck, so they're moving on this safe house. This place is always full of Slim Charles and all those guys. They're gonna get so much shit just now because of this. I was hoping this wouldn't happen. I don't want to see Avon in jail again. Please don't arrest Avon again.
This is Grace, Major Case Unit. Who's the shift for me?
Fucking hell, you would have thought McNulty had just lost a loved one. Stringer Bell was a piece of shit. Take his photo down.
Oh, John, you can't get your ass crunk, boy.
Holy Christ. Is that Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with? I think I recognise that bass. So does that mean the press is down there now in full force?
We're here in West Baltimore, where for weeks drugs have been sold unavailable for homicide, as has Mayor Roy.
Ah, fuck. This is it over now. There is no way they're gonna recover from this press.
It's something I never thought I'd see from this or any other administration.
Ah, right. Okay, so it's Tony.
All I can tell you is that for more than 4 weeks now, the Baltimore Police Department surrendered portions of the police district to the drug trade, and the council was not informed.
Huh, so even though Tommy's, like, gonna take Colvin's side in it, just now for the press, he seems to be drawing a hard line still.
Sanctioning open-air drug markets.
Excuse
While police stood by in the
Oh, the mayor is in some deep shit today.
The inhabitants of what has come to be known as Hamsterdam had little to say for the camera.
Nice. It even gets called Hamsterdam by the news team. At least they're reporting accurate information.
Not if I talk about how we were under pressure to keep the crime down, to juke the stats district by district.
You never said that.
So Burrell wants to blame the council in Colvin. Basically everyone just above and just below him except the mayor.
But you heard about the drop in Colvin's felony rate, and you sent me packing.
Oh, he's threatening the mayor directly.
My department thwarted. I was a prisoner of the goddamn politicians.
Burrell has got him by the balls kinda with that stance.
I'm the wall between them and you. In which case, I am your commissioner for the full 5-year term.
Well, it looks like Burrell kind of turned the tables on the mayor there. It seems like the mayor's going to have to accept his offer. Unfortunately, that means that Colvin might have to bite the bullet for this. I hope he still collects his pension.
Over the top, gentlemen.
What is going on? Is this the raid on the 3 zones, the Amsterdam raid?
About fucking time.
Carver saw the good in this shit. Hawk never saw the good in it. Also, does this mean it's the end of Cutty's boxing gym today?
Well, wait up here, man. We rolled out, huh? You said the police coming.
Please let Colvin still collect his pension at the end of all this shit. I don't mind if anything else happens, but if he gets his money taken away from him, I'll feel so bad for Colvin. He tried his level best to make a change. I guess it always had to end like this. It's just a shame to see, because you know next season it's just going to go back to a citywide epidemic.
What happened to the deal, man?
And you know what else is fucked? It is trickery on a level as well, because these guys would have been far more covert if they thought the police were still potentially going to sting them. They were doing it so openly and shit. They'll get so much stuff from this. But like Stringer and Avon and shit were discussing earlier in the season, the most they're ever going to get is a mid-level guy. This isn't going to go any further, and they were still making profit up until this day.
Slim said they got the eye on Marlowe. Huh? I'm just saying, you know, all the boys, they all waiting on you.
Hey, man.
That was the most lackadaisical okay to a murder I've ever seen. Avon is still completely out of it from Stringer dying, obviously. Ah, fuck. He's all alone now. Just himself and his thoughts. No Weebay, no D'Angelo, no Stringer.
Excuse me, Deputy, sir. We found a body.
Fuck. Is this gonna be Johnny? Why have I got a feeling that Johnny dies in Amsterdam?
Can't tell for sure with all the red lights.
Take him to the OCM.
Fuck, it was Johnny. Well, yeah, that was very symbolic earlier in the season when he ushered Bubbles into that house. That was the house he eventually died in. And they said there was lots of rat bites as well. That's pretty gross. When Bubbles finds that out, I really hope he tries again to kick the dope.
Burrell called Johns Hopkins personally this morning. Dragged your name into the gutter.
Ah, fuck. Poor Colvin. He's gonna take the biggest bullet here, and he's the only one I've seen thus far that actually tried something different to make a legitimate change.
Compensate tomorrow.
Could this be counted as gross negligence, or they're gonna take his pension away? I've got a feeling that's how this ends for Colvin. I really hope that's not the case.
Avon Barksdale and crew.
I fucking told you he was out. Didn't I fucking tell you? I fucking told him.
Oh man, Horkers again, show no redeemable qualities this season, just a dickhead again. What's funny is, he hates Amsterdam so much, but he is the exact reason Colvin had to start it in the first place, because of his shitty police work.
These guys are at war with another crew. We go charging in there, chances are we will get lit up.
Oh nah, so they've intercepted these guys before they could move on Marlowe as well. This could end in a gunfight.
No! Not the police.
Knuckles out back too.
Ah, fuck. Ah, does this mean Avon's gonna get arrested again? Stringer did say, like, if they tried to pin all the weapon charges on Avon, that his people would just accept the charges, but is there stuff they can get Avon for inside this building? That basically means that Marlowe kinda wins this season. With Stringer dead and Avon in jail, like there'll be no one there to stop Marlowe just growing and growing.
4 on the parole violation. No matter whatever else happens, you do every day of what's left of your 7 without seeing a jury.
That is lame. Oh, don't want to see Avon just in jail for 2 fucking seasons, man.
Read it slow.
Oh shit, is he gonna find out it was Stringer Bell? That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. And on top of it all, Marlowe has just won this war.
From shift commanders down to sector sergeants, not one of them will have any rank at all if we hear so much as a bark out of you.
I feel so bad for Colvin. I know I keep saying it, but this is just so brutal. The one cool guy trying to do something is just gonna take everything to do with this as far as they're concerned.
You're not going out on a major's pay.
I can retire with my 30 right now before you bust me. I got vacation time enough to make my 30.
Fuck your vacation time. You're out. Today.
So they can't take away his pension, but they've reduced it to like the bottom level grade pension. Fuck. I knew some shit like that was gonna happen, man.
All told, we're talking about $500 million a year that Baltimore will be doing without. Furthermore, the U.S. Attorney here will use all the resources.
Is this the actual government reducing their funding because of this?
What happened in West Baltimore in no way reflects the policies of my administration.
That was an aberration, Mr. Talmadge. The work of one misguided police official.
Or they were threatening it. So again, the mayor's putting it all on Colvin. Rawls and Burrell are putting it all on Colvin. This season's just going to end with Colvin just getting fucked over.
Marlowe got his package back out.
Oh, what? So no one's showing up for boxing training because Marlowe's back with his fucking shit on the streets. Ah, that sucks. Tell me that the fucking kids that were training with Cutty aren't gonna mention Cutty's been training them at boxing and Bucket Hat's gonna hear and then Marlowe and them are gonna kill Cutty. Tell me that does not fucking happen.
Not much you can say, is there? Not the real police.
Get on with it, motherfucker.
Excuse me, Major?
Oh shit! I hope someone fucking quotes him on that. Much respect to you, Colvin. You did your thing. You actually tried your best. And I'm not on the police's side in this, but their department is forever for the worse that you are no longer there. It's the nicest thing I'll probably ever say about a police officer, so you earned that, Colvin.
Nah, Norris. Sleeping on a stakeout.
They've got a little board for all the clip ties. That's legendary. At least they can have a bit of fun in the murder office.
You got to be the stupidest motherfucker that I've ever gone out with.
I can't wait to go to jail.
Squeak specifically is such a GTA 5 character. She's like straight out of GTA 5.
This must be one of them contraptment things.
You mean entrapment?
Kid's got a point.
You know what, actually? He does have a point. That whole thing classifies as entrapment. Surely they can all get let off with it under entrapment laws. Damn, that means everyone in Amsterdam walks free. That is legendary.
Call came in from the mayor's office half-hour ago, approving your promotion. And now with Colvin, there's a new vacancy.
Does that mean that Daniels is going to be a district commander now? Does that mean he'll even still oversee a unit next season?
I just wanted you to know that last tip you gave me was a winner.
Yeah, I heard. It's good work.
I think McNulty's going to miss Colvin. And that is a fitting end to their friendship. 2 more beer cans on the police precinct roof. Holy shit! It seems like every single police officer in there does the same thing.
You and me in public. But your wife.
She wins without me.
Because his wife has got in there politically, it's a dead cert now whether or not Daniels appears with her in public. That's cool, at least him and Ronnie can live their lives now. And on top of that, he's just got a promotion as well, so he's loving life.
From out of nowhere, huh?
Nowhere is right.
Why me?
Hey, Beatrice, what are you saying? Wasn't expecting her to show up. McNulty better not just be here for the booty call, after he had a nice change of heart when he was in her apartment during season 2.
Why tonight? What happened?
It's good to see Beatty. Makes me miss Frank though. I'm like, oh, Beatty and the rest of the gang. Well, actually no, because Ziggy's a dick and Nicky's a dick and Frank's dead. There is no gang. Horseface is still down at the docks, I guess.
But if it's not too late, I wouldn't mind meeting your kids.
He's actually taking a cool route. Are we going to see some McNulty character progression and actually not just thinking with his dick?
Major Colvin informed you of his effort at a Comstat meeting more than a week ago. His free zone stayed for 6 days after that.
Oh, I hope Tommy sticks up for Colvin here.
Chairman. We can forgive Major Colvin, who out of his frustration and despair found himself condoning something which can't possibly be condoned. We can do that much.
Nice. He's going to bat. Please do this, Tommy.
If we don't have the courage and the conviction to fight this war the way it should be fought, the way it needs to be fought, using every weapon that we can possibly muster.
Will this in some way help Colvin though, or is he still just totally fucked regardless of what Tommy says here? That is his little moment in the sun though. There was a lot of press there. He's going to come across very well.
It's not you, it's me.
But where...
The Western, I think. Western feels like home.
Is that McNulty's way of saying he's just going to go back to the murder unit? So it's going to be like Bunk and McNulty again next season. I'm completely cool with that. The more Bunk and McNulty we get together, the better.
Sounds like you're running for something.
As Tony just clocked, just by him giving that speech, what his intentions might be. Poor Unetta Perkins, that's the one that's about to get kicked off the council in exchange for Daniel's wife. She seemed like a nice lady.
Thought y'all was in training.
Oh no, it's Bucket Hat. I fucking knew this was gonna happen.
So what time you want us to be there tomorrow, Coach?
3:30 be good. Hope to see y'all then.
Alright.
Please be cool with him. Please don't tell Marlo.
The fuck y'all standing around for?
This is gonna end so fucking badly. Is it playing the end of season montage music? We always get an end of season montage to some music. Oh, I hope it is. I hope Cutty has survived this season. Thank God. Fucking hell. We're getting the end of season montage music. That means Cutty's survived. He can't die in the montage. No way, McNulty's back down. Is McNulty going to be a beat cop next season then? That'll be crazy. He's had quite a mad career. He's went all over the place. I kind of miss Boat Police McNulty. Carver's got to be impressed with what he sees here. Yes! Nice, you got bonk. That was the story arc I needed to see concluded before the end of this season. The Ty story arc. Oh, you know what? I do feel slightly bad for Darnette, because obviously she's got no one looking out for her now. As annoying as she can be, I do feel bad for Darnette. But Stringer had to fucking die. I'm assuming that's Omar tossing his shotgun. Does that mean that, like, I guess because Avon's arrested, he's got no one to kill now? So yeah, that's almost like Omar's arc is complete as well. It's good to see Herc actually taking some of Colvin's advice there and just looking the other way for once. And yet another case gets put in boxes. This is becoming an end of season tradition as well, just watching a case get filed away into boxes. Fuck, how mad is that to see McNulty walking the beat? He'll probably make a good community police officer as well. I cannot believe Avon is going back to jail and he's gonna do the full 7 years. This is legit gonna be just Avon in jail for the rest of the Wire show now. Oh fuck! What is Marlowe doing showing up at the trial? Is that just his way of looking at him like, I have won? Because just now there is no one left to oppose Marlowe on the streets at all. Avon has just given his shit to Marlowe.
Oh shit. He's over here. The speed. Come on, man.
And like that, another story comes to an end. I just hope that, you know how Colvin was offered that security job? It seemed like quite good money as well. Is he still able to take that? I hope he's still able to get that security job, because in which case collecting his pension on top of that job isn't so bad. Okay, and that was episode 12 of season 3 of The Wire, Mission Accomplished, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, mission accomplished, what did I think of that? I've got a lot of thoughts on this episode. Many of the season finales of The Wire are incredibly bittersweet in fact. The one good thing I'll take away from it is, Cutty survived season 3. I hope that was due to them liking the character and the casting. I've got a feeling he was originally written to die at the end of this season. I still think there's a chance of it in later seasons, because Buckethead has now seen that he is training the kids who work on the corners for Marlowe, so that could still end badly, but for the moment Cutty is alright, so you know, I'm gonna take that away from the end of this finale as like my good thing. Everything aside from that was fairly tragic. To see Avon just get apprehended like that again, and like they said, he's probably gonna do every day of his original sentence due to the fact that it's a parole violation, it's just brutal. It means that basically in season 4 and 5, unless there's a significant time jump, Avon is gonna spend the remainder of his time in jail, which fucking sucks. Not that I didn't enjoy the scenes of Avon in jail in season 2, but I much preferred it when he was back out in the street. I'm just racking my brain trying to think, how could they realistically get Avon out before the end of the series now? And I just can't see a way for them to do it. That's fucking shit. And on top of that, obviously the repercussion of all of those arrests is, now Marlowe basically has open market to grow. We already saw Proposition Joe earlier in the series talk to the guy at the rim shop who Marlowe knows about cutting Marlowe in on the package and letting him keep his corners. Now Avon's arrested, Stringer's dead, and all the soldiers have been arrested below Avon. It seems like Proposition Joe and Marlowe are just going to take over this shit. And if Proposition Joe doesn't work alongside Marlowe, Proposition Joe's probably going to be the next target on Marlowe's hit list, because he's unopposed now. He's going to grow exponentially, especially now that things have moved back to the corners, now that Amsterdam's been destroyed. It's back to like the original corners game. So Marlowe's going to occupy more and more corners, and then he will go head to head with Proposition Joe. We've already seen that he's a warlike Genghis Khan type dude in this game. He's not going to stop just taking Avon's shit. He'll eventually come for Proposition Joe as well. And yeah, we saw the end of Amsterdam. It was a great concept. I loved that they basically carried this storyline throughout this entire season and then just finished it on this episode with it eventually getting rubbled. Another thing just reduced to destruction in this show. It's a very underlying theme of industry and waste of spaces and things like that. And Colvin got his fucking pension reduced to a basic pension, which is such bullshit, man. I feel so bad for him. He seems like he's at peace with himself, you know, by the end of the episode he seemed like he was at peace with himself, but it's still so fucked up how they threw him under the bus. And also Tommy has now announced his plans to run for mayor. I'm assuming that's a storyline that's going to lead into season 4, so I wonder where that's going to go from there. He did defend Colvin when he got to that meeting to address Burrell and Rawls, but I just don't think that will help Colvin's case whatsoever. And once again, McNulty is just a lost soul. He's trying to find happiness in becoming a beat cop though, and I think that that's a really interesting, almost plot twist for McNulty to go back to beat level police work. And it was almost foreshadowed earlier in the season because they were all hotshottish stopping next to their friend in the detective unit. I forget his name, but the one that's now driving the van. And at first it was almost like they had the moral superiority because they were still high up detectives. But as they spoke to him, he seemed so at peace with himself, and he said, you know, I wasted all those years stressing and shit, and this is so much more chilled. And I think that really struck a chord with McNulty as to, you know, what is this really about? It's about happiness, and he seemed genuinely happy at the end, just twirling his baton, walking the beat, and getting a conversation with the general public. Because he's the protagonist, it also makes me wonder, is next season gonna be like straight up beat police? Is that what we're gonna follow next season? If so, that'll be quite an interesting twist, because even though it's changed forms, we've always followed that detective unit. And also Daniels has just got a promotion, so he's no longer gonna be able to head the unit like he always has. So there's gonna be a lot of changes going into season 4. To be honest, now Stringer's dead, and now Avon's in jail, I'm really interested as to the angle they approach season 4 from and what their like main focus is gonna be. So they've done really well to tie this up, but also making me genuinely interested as to what's about to happen next. All in all, season 3 was incredible. I can see why people think this is such a legendary season. And yeah, roll on season 4. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If you want to talk about anything, comment down below, and share this around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch this series along with us. My Patreon link is in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to exclusive polls and posts, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube about a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. You just need to sync up your copy of The Wire with my reaction, and bang, we're chilling watching The Wire. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and the channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.